views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
What's up, it's Aaron Carter. You're watching a dose of Landis.
You just got your dose here today at Throwback. Fort Wayne Wizards, baby. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
You too, man.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and you're watching a dose of Landis. You have to. Stay ball.
Jake Roberts, and you're watching a dose of Landis, which is better than catching a clap.
I'm touring.
Hey, welcome to a dose of Landis. This is a dose of Landis. It's called Your Vote Counts. Again, some of you people know that I've got goals and stuff I want to set on. Last time I've been here was back in a couple of years ago when I was doing the Outlandish reality. But you know, there's a lot of things I have that I want to do for goals in this town. I've done a lot. I'm not trying to be egotistical or say that I've done this, I've done that, because we all know I've done a lot in this town. I do a lot of stuff that's been going on. We're getting in this town, there's a lot of underrated talent. Obviously, because I haven't made a big-time TV show or anything like that, I kind of get crapped on. I've been in newspapers in it forever. We all know those stories. But my dream is to be right here. Jeff Landis to be right here. I want them to be, because this is a Fort Wayne Walk of Fame. And I would love Jeff Landis to be right here for all the stuff I've done. I mean, that's one of my goals, is to be on the Walk of Fame. And it is very cold out. It's like probably like 30 degrees or 20 degrees. Here I am in my sweatshirt. But again, this show is a show where your vote counts. And you're thinking, well, Jeff, what do you mean your vote counts? Well, what I'm doing is, you know, people knows I've been doing TV since 1994. So what's going on? 24 years. This year will be 24 years. And I've done all kinds of shows. A little rundown of my shows. We have a dose of Landis, which what I'm doing now is current, where I'm interviewing celebrities. It says Aaron Carter's been on, Jake the St. Roberts has been on, Wesley's favorite Donnie Baker has been on, all kinds of people has been on, big name celebrity wise, but soon to have Ron Jeremy, Jake the St. Roberts again, and some other big names coming on. But then we have the Jeff Landis show. When I first started out, I was singing Boys to Men, interviewing teachers, and doing Three Rivers Festival. And then we have the professional wrestling, where I come out here and beat each and every one of your butts. No, I'm just kidding. We have the wrestling shows from when I did the stuff in Backyard to Independent to what's going on now. The wrestling show. And then we have Outlandish. Outlandish was our reality show that was raw, real. First ever reality show done here in Fort Wayne. That's done, had no script, whatever. 2 years of season. So you guys out there, you got until February 6th to vote, which I know it's been pre-taped before then, but you guys got 1 week to vote, and I'm leaving it up to you. We're the one World War show that's not rigged. But if you want to vote, check up at this sign right here. Your vote counts, so right there is where you can vote. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm doing this voting is because I want to know what show you like the most. I know what show I like the most, but I can't say. But right now I want to say Wesley Pollard. I know normally don't do stuff like right off the bat. stuff for bookings and camera and stuff like that. And it's cold as hell out. Well, it's cold. It's not. Look at that. My hands are red. Look at that. Very, very cold. Thank you for doing camera for me for this. Again, this is a Dos Landis. Your vote counts. You get to vote. And if you guys want to know who wins, what show wins the most, stay tuned. Right before the show ends, who do you think should win? Again, right there's the shot says there's a Jeff Landis show, Outlandish Reality, there's a Dos Landis, and there's the wrestling shows. So it's up to you. Stay tuned and find out. I know the weather hasn't won. Welcome to the Jeff Landis Show. Your host, me, Jeff Landis. So everybody just have fun watching the Jeff Landis Show tonight. We don't even talk anymore. And we don't even know what we argue about. Cause I know the things you like. I know that you believe. It's so hard to say goodbye. Next song that I'm going to sing, it's what it says on my shirt. Alright, first I'm going to start off with Dean Robinson here. How long have you been working at the Journal-Gazette?
I've been with the Journal-Gazette between a month and a half, 2 months now. I was working in the marketing department of Fort Wayne newspapers, and then I just went up to the Journal-Gazette and decided to get the job done as a TV editor, and I've been having a pretty good time ever since.
When he holds it up.
Alright, what show do you watch the most here on Channel 10?
Jeff, I think it would seem quite obvious to even the most casual observer that the Jeff Landis Show is my favorite show on Channel 10. I mean, the first time I saw you, my girlfriend and I were just flipping through the channels, and we caught you doing some Boys to Men tune, man, and it knocked my socks off. I said, I got to meet this kid. I got to be on his show whenever I can. And she's a big fan. We always look for your show. And something I want to tell the audience at home, Jeff was gracious enough a couple weeks ago to sign an autograph for my lady friend, and I must say, I've been a lucky man ever since that, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
You're a good man.
Yeah, I help people out if I can.
I know
for
you
anything.
do. I know you do.
I already got a gig for a wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I don't. They're gonna call me down here.
Now, what do you do at weddings? You just kind of hang out?
They'd want me to sing. I don't think Snoop Dogg would do a thing like that. Do you think he would?
Well, I can't say for sure. I can't judge, but all I can say is the way the media portrays certain artists, the way they kind of smear their names, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, depressing.
Kind of wrong.
Yeah, wrong, but that's the way it's always been, 400 years, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing, blood, sweat, tears.
Okay, do you also like R&B too?
R&B, well, I can't get into too much R&B because...
Not like I do.
Because one thing with the R&B, they seem to be on one track. A lot of them, I should say. I can't typecast all of them and say they're all, but not too much. I get into like Mary J. Blige, because she sings over hip-hop tracks. Janae, those are about the only two I have in my collection.
You like Montel Jordan? This is how we do it.
Montel, you know, he doesn't know what he wants to be. Is he an MC or is he an R&B singer? He doesn't know.
He don't know.
He's confused.
See his new video?
I
For the
flipped
honeys?
through it, yeah.
Oh, there's some nice honeys in there. Have you?
That is true. That is true.
Got to get my groove on.
All right.
All right, now, do you mind if we talk about music either?
I love music, Jeff.
All right, what's your favorite kind of music?
Well, to tell you the truth, now I don't have a favorite type because I really like
Listen to all sorts.
of music because, you know, I like a lot of heavy metal, but then again, I like rap. You know, a lot of people can't really justify, you know, liking the two, but to me, they're equally obnoxious.
Oh, yeah.
Equally loud, you know, so I'm into it.
I used to like hard rock, but I've changed.
What, you were listening to, like, Rat? Come on, tell me. Rat, Motley Crue.
Oh, no. Oh. No, I thought you meant like rap. No, I listen to...
We're talking metal, man. We're talking straight up heavy metal, makeup, big hair, the whole deal.
Nope.
Whole nine yards.
I've been influenced by Jimi Hendrix. My pops kind of brought me up on Jimi Hendrix, so I do appreciate good heavy metal. Plus, before there was a black entertainment channel, there was only MTV, so if you liked music, you had to listen to that. So I grew up on things, commercial artists, I guess you call them, like David Lee Roth and all of them from the mid-'80s, but you know, I appreciate good music.
Yeah.
Period. I listen to Thelonious Monk jazz piano, you know, so it's
Jazz
diverse.
is good.
It's diverse.
All right, now, would you like to make your own record if you had a chance?
Man,
That's what I'm trying to do.
I would love to. So if there's any record producers out there, man, come to Fort Wayne. The scene is intense. It's intense. The hip hop is just coming. The Midwest is its time.
You mean you can bust out on some rap, probably
Anytime,
together.
Jeff. You know, you can hit the R&B notes behind.
Yeah. You guys are going to bust this song here, aren't you?
No, I'm just...
Come on now.
No,
Tease me like this.
I'm saving mine.
But that would be cool if me and you just get hooked.
Jeff, you're the man. I'm following in your footsteps, man.
See, I'm trying to work on an album right now. It's called Sweet Baby, I Love You. It's like R&B and a little like rap, you know.
Okay.
I got like songs to the girl that I used to go out with, you know, stuff like that. And I got like some rap songs too.
Cool.
In probably 2 years, I'm gonna come out with a new one.
Sounds
But I don't know what it's called yet. But I got the songs in my mind, but I just don't want to write them, you know, ahead of time.
I hear you. I hear you.
Have you met any songwriters in person before?
Yeah, I've met tons of performers, tons of artists. Let's see, I got thrown out of a Bullet Boys concert once.
Bullet Boys, are they local?
No, they're national, but they're broken up, so don't worry about those.
Haven't heard of them.
Let's see, man, I mean, I was doing the Rock Mag for like 5 years, so we met tons of bands like Metallica. I did talk to Ice-T on the phone a couple years back. Yeah, he's
You're lucky.
Dude's on it, man. Smart. I mean, dude's smart as a whip.
He plays
Is that the phrase, smart as a whip? He's smart as a whip.
Tripping, 'cause you gon' do your thing, so it don't make a difference. And I ain't gonna change, I'ma stay on this mission. A big backyard, few cars, and a kitchen.
Hey everybody, I'm the original diva of the WWE, Sunny, and 2011 WWE Hall of Famer, and you're watching Outlandish on Access Fort Wayne.
The one and only Jeff Landis, ladies and gentlemen. Tripping, 'cause you gon' do your thing, so it don't make a difference. And I ain't gonna change, I'ma stay on this mission. A big backyard, few cars, and a kitchen. I wanna put you in it, takes a minute for the pop off. I bet you look cute in a coupe with the top off. If you ain't gonna ride this train, you should hop off. 'Cause if it ain't real, baby girl, it's a knockoff. No, I swear you're the one that I wanted. 'Cause I'm like, girl, just live in the moment. 'Cause I ain't never felt this way about a woman. You play a big part in the man I'm becoming. So baby, please can't make you believe I done gave you my best line. Cause all I got right now is a flow, and I can see that you need more. But I can play you 6 in a row right now. All I got is a flow. All I got is a flow. Is it good enough for you, girl? Please don't miss what I'm saying. I'm far from a kid and I'm so not playing. Never felt a heart so cold Himalayan. You're throwing in the towel right before the weigh-in. You don't even see that I'm due for a knockout. I'm putting in work, it's too early, the clock out. So shorty lay back, be cool, we gon' rock out. This thing is too.
JJ, here, bud. Come here. Come here, Mr. 5 years old next Sunday. Oh, I tagged you. I shared your pictures. TV, I talked about it now. Here, JJ. Here.
Daddy, guess what?
What?
Guess what for Mondays? There's soup in your face.
Huh?
You're bad.
How about the boy? Yeah, you can see him. So we need to send the text saying, hey, I forgot. I
didn't have no extra.
I don't have any extras. Any shoes here? Come on, Travis, come in. Look what all these you got. Nice socks.
His socks. His stroller might need wiped off a little bit because he got football next to it.
I'll see your text. And I'll be on my way.
Hey, I'm giving you guys a little bit of break from voting. Again, like I said, you have your choices of the Jeff Landis show you can vote for, A Dose of Landis, again, A Dose of Landis, Outlandish Reality, the wrestling shows, and a Jeff Landis show. So again, I'm giving you guys a time to take a break from seeing the past shows. Like I said, this is the first ever interactive Dose of Landis show. First ever interactive show. But I'm telling you guys, subscribe to my channel, Jeff Landis, on YouTube. You won't regret it because you never know who, just like on Dose of Landis, you never know who's going to show up. So again, take the time to subscribe to this channel. This is the first ever interactive show. This Sunday, we will get to find out what show people like the most. I voted for my personal favorite, but I'm not going to tell you. By the way, check out the migraine shirt. Migraines. JJ Headache. Sean Headache, you know. The Migraines, check them out. 20 years, great music. Check that out right there, ladies and gentlemen. My suit. My gold shoes. That's my outfit for my 24th anniversary show. Thanks to Marcus Spilson for this right here. Definitely check out Pub 07. Check him out on Broadway. Check it out. Right by Foster Park. Yeah, Foster Park. You got that. You got me this. So thank you very much. But anyways, subscribe to my channel, Jeff Landis. But right now I want to talk about something that kind of kicking myself in the ass with right now. I could have a chance to interview Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell. But again, you know, me being so busy with all kinds of things, I forgot the date and stuff like that. But again, I almost had an interview with Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell, Screech. It happens. You know, I do this stuff by myself pretty much. I don't have an agent, so I do it all by myself. So yeah. But yeah, subscribe to my channel. Again, like I said, this is my interactive show. Like I said, the next Dose of Landis will be raw footage of the interview with Mike Bolin and Justin Holland when they interviewed me for my 24th anniversary show. Again, that's what I'm wearing for my 24th anniversary show right here. This shirt that caused so much controversy right here. I'll be wearing this. Oops, and it just fell. Keeping it in good shape. So yeah, again, thank you guys for voting for the shows. This Sunday will be the deadline, and I will show you the results. This is a Dose Landis. Your vote counts. And trust me, this is one show that is not rigged. See you guys later, and thanks for the support. So stay tuned for the results.
Dose of Landis, in a Landis moment. Get a dose of Landis. This This is the Landis moment. Dose.
Jeff, what's happening on the next episode of A Dose of Landis?
Well, an extra dose of Landis is actually going to be happening.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, I'm going to be having interviews that I've done on YouTube, going to air on TV for the very first time, such as an interview with Mike Bolin, some stuff from Fun Spot Park footage. You're also going to see my boys wrestling inside of a wrestling ring for the very first time.
So who won?
I can't tell you. You have to tune in and watch it.
Dose. Watch A Dose of Landis, 11 p.m. Thursdays on Access Fort Wayne 2. Dose. Dose of Landis. In a Landis moment. Get a dose of Landis. This is the Landis moment. Dose.
Jeff, what's coming up on the next episode of A Dose of Landis?
Well, it's going to be totally different. This time I'm doing a thing where you can vote for what is the best show of mine, because I've been doing TV since 1994. So it's your turn to find out which is the best show that I've done.
So what are the choices?
We have the Jeff Landis Show, we have A Dose of Landis, Outlandish Reality, and wrestling shows.
All right, Jeff, what else is going on?
On February the 9th, they have a professional wrestling event. It's called Skywalkers. Evo Professional Wrestling out of Logansport, Indiana. They're going to have a scaffolding match, and they have to fall to the bottom of the ring.
Watch A Dose of Landis, 11 p.m. Thursdays on Access Fort Wayne 2. Dose.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a brand new segment here on A Dose of Landis. I figured it's going to start at show 10, but we're going to do a little example of what's going to go on. So what I decided to do is, people from my generation in the 90s and 80s missed the history, and a lot of it's been torn down. So a new segment we're going to do is Who Misses What in Fort Wayne. So we're going to go, like I said before, you've seen retro of Fun Spot Park, last episode of the show. You've seen Southtown Mall when Donnie Baker was on the show. So again, I think we're going to do a segment where it's called Retro Fort Wayne. Stuff from my age and my generation. But right now I want to show you guys right here, if you see in this picture right here, that Leslie's going to pull up right here, a picture of River Haven. It's kind of where I grew up with my grandpa Landis on Orange Drive and my mom. There's a classic restaurant right over here. 4 Mile House. Yeah, great place. Missed that place, had some good food. I remember there my grandpa Landis having memories of the jukebox and eating there and having some good meals. Alright, and another thing I want to talk about Fort Wayne history just as well is there's a place called the Subterranean. Now, if you're around my age, I was like a teenager, there was a library, Subterranean. And Tim Straley, I want to thank you very much for giving me the time to do this for the show, because again, like I said, I think it's time for me to get back on Fort Wayne history. I can't believe I'm right here at downtown Fort Wayne, right at the MC Theater. Right there's the Walk of Fame, which is on the show, as you guys see. Walk of Fame is right there. So far, your big names right there. Thanks for JJ and Brett for doing the camera for me for this segment. But again, ladies and gentlemen, here's a picture of Subterranean for what it used to look like, and I'm going to show you a picture of then and now. So here's a Subterranean picture right here, right there. Wesley gets a shot of the picture right there. There it is. There's a picture of it then, and here's a picture of it now. So it's kind of crazy on how history and people get impact on how it gets torn down. So again, like I said, picture of the Subterranean right there, then and now, and then the 4 Mile House. So again, like I said, starting after the 10th episode will be Retro Fort Wayne, brought to you by A Dose of Landis. Of course, Kevin, you're working with me, we'll be working on it. So again, like I said, thank you to my son JJ for running camera for me for this one. He's right there. Brett, you want to say hi to people real quick on A Dose of Landis?
Hi, right over here, look, you can take a picture of me on what a shape like this. See, like this.
Yep. So,
and I need a shirt made too.
So yeah, thank you for this segment of A Dose of Landis. Fort Wayne Retro Memories, that's what's going to happen. So stay tuned.
For more.
See you guys next week.
And have the Dose of Landis, the Dose of Landis moment.
You've just been dosed.
Hey, yo.
We've been going all over Indiana taking this little survey. We just want to know. Did you come out here to see Rated X? NEPW. Another one for the good guy.
And his opponent from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 130 pounds, one half of the tag team power trip, Hot Stuff, Jim.
You know, all of you look like a one family together.
better? Feel better? I know.
You all want to burn sensation?
No, you'd rather not.
There you go.
You haven't got tennis on for that. Oh, jeez, come on. Yeah, it's pretty good to start. Come on, Red, get on. 2, 3. Come on, come on, come on. On the rope, bring it off.
Oh, not anymore. To all you idiots out there.
Why take your shit out of your mouth? We can't understand you.
Oh, yeah, come on, Wild Thing. Come on, Wild Thing. Come on. To the X, baby, to the X, come on. Oh, yeah, come on, boy. Oh! That's gotta hurt. Ouch. Go away. Come on, Wild Thing.
You all idiots will see. Oh, thank you.
A six. 1, 2,
What's up, it's Aaron Carter. You're watching a dose of Landis.
You just got your dose. Here today at Throwback. Fort Wayne Wizards, baby. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
You too, man.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and you're watching a dose of Landis. You have to. Stay ball.
Jake Roberts, and you're watching a dose of Landis, which is better than catching a clap.
This is a dose of Landis. Your vote counts. This is a dose of Landis. Your vote counts. Everybody knows this guy right here. I'm going to be doing a quick interview with him. We are filming behind the scenes of the Dean Show, which is on CW every Sunday at 11 o'clock on CW. I'll say Comcast. I'm so used to Comcast. But right now we are filming a little segment. What's up?
All right. Jeff, what's coming up in the next segment of A Dose of Landis?
Well, you
Wait a
remember...
minute. Next episode. Sorry, let me try it again.
You're good.
Jeff, what's coming up in the next episode of A Dose of Landis?
Well, you remember how last week how we had people to vote and it ended on this Sunday.
Let's try it again. Jeff, what's coming up in the next episode of A Dose of Landis?
Well, this time your vote is going to actually count.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, you remember last week when you guys voted on what was your favorite show for A Dose of Landis? Well, you get to find out this week, and not only you get to find out what is the best show, I also told you guys what my favorite show is. You have to find out just as well. But also on that show, you will see stuff from Fort Wayne Retro, such as the Subterranean back in the 90s. So there's a picture of it right here.
Some people might not be familiar with what Subterranean is. So what is Subterranean?
It's like your alternative type of store. They had fashions, books, all kinds of things that you would not expect.
And that building is a parking lot now.
Yes, it is. It just shows you that history takes a couple seconds to go down, but memories always last forever. Good thing we have pictures.
Okay. Now I want to have you talk about the building being a parking lot. So I'm just gonna ask you.
Okay.
So Jeff, what's up with the Subterranean now?
Well, it's now a parking lot, unfortunately.
Got it.
Okay, you want to cut mine real quick? Let me know. Welcome to A Dose of Landis. Usually I'm on the other side of the camera for the Dean show as well. Dean does several things. Last time I interviewed Dean was 1995.
Is that the last time, really?
Yeah, that actually got to. Well, no, I take that back. It was when we did the Sonny Taylor bit where.
Well, that was me interviewing you.
Oh yeah, so yeah, 1995.
5
was the actual interview face to face like we did.
I was young and pretty back then. So were you.
I'm fat and gray now. Unfortunately, when you get married, that does that to you. Have kids and gravity, and when you get older. But so, what's you up to nowadays?
Well, Wesley's got a phone call coming in. Go ahead and get that one. Okay. What's that again?
You're good. You know, this is those things where anything could happen. What have you been up to since then?
Well, my goodness, since 1995. Well, I left the newspaper because I was the Journal Gazette TV radio editor back then in the 90s. Left there in 98. Then I was really just an independent video producer for a few years. So that was from 98 till 2001. So that's when I was doing Scene Machine for Access Fort Wayne, some other commercial things. In 2001, I started working for Do It Best Corp. Worked for them until 2008. And then that's when I really started doing Summit City Noise, my website with the news and social commentary full time. And so since 2008 up till now, 2018, I've been doing Summit City Noise since then. And then the Dean Show started up in October of 2017. And that's of course, you know, it's a television show on the Fort Wayne CW.
Oh, yeah. Now, how did you come about of that show?
Well, I think you had something to do with that. It's very strange. Because Jeff, I know, had been in conversations with Julie Morrison over at the CW about doing a show. And I know there were some conversations going back and forth, and Julie had said, yeah, we want to get Jeff on the show. But I know how difficult it is to kind of launch these commercial endeavors. And so I know that she had been talking to you, and I believe that's why she eventually contacted me on Facebook, just asking me kind of out of the blue if I was interested in doing a show. And I was like, well, sure, Julie. What kind of show? She said, whatever you want. She even quoted me a price. So I said, okay, I'll do the show. And so I think I had a pilot produced within about 2 weeks of that conversation. And then by October 1st, that's when the pilot episode aired.
So when can we see you on? And I mean, there's other ways as well, just as well as you on CW, but let people know who's watching what time.
Okay, well, if you want to watch The Dean Show, which is a variety show, it airs every Sunday at 11 a.m., on the Fort Wayne CW. That's Wise TV, channel 33.1. That's over the air. It's free. But it's also on cable, so if you have Frontier or if you have Comcast, I don't know what channel it is, but you can see it on cable. If you're not going to watch it on cable or on TV when it airs 11 a.m. on Sundays, you can watch it on demand on YouTube and on my Facebook page, which is Summit City Noise on Facebook.
Okay. Now, speaking of that, I first want to say thank you for making opening for season 2 and just the Landis moment, because everybody gets that song in their head. Wesley's had that song in his head before. Some of our directors had the song, and so I want to say personally thank you for that and for letting me be on CW. I would like to ask you this on air. I've thought about this. We've been friends for
decades.
Since I first met you at Blimpie. No, I met you here at first at Access in Steve Manning's office. Yes, I remember that because Steve and Dean were talking. And he ended up being on your remote controller.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask you this: my 24, man, that's pretty bad. My 24th anniversary show is coming up, and I'm pre-taping it this Friday. I was wondering, would you be willing to do the opening for my 24th anniversary show?
You want me to do the opening?
Yes, I would be honored to have you do the opening for my 24th anniversary.
Now, what does that entail, Jeff?
Old school memories of pictures from the old school and now.
Well, I think that would be an honor.
So I was thinking about this. I mean, me and Dean, we have a history. He looks out for me no matter what, and I appreciate it. There's not that many guys that's willing to do this, and he helps me out with the format of TV. So yeah, check out Dean Robinson. He may be controversial, but he does it for a good reason. Controversy pays.
That's for real. But thanks for having me, John.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for being on. Yeah, me and husband. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner that you guys voted for. What is the best show? We have the Jeff Landis Show. We have Outlandish Reality. We have the wrestling shows. And we have a Dust Landis. And your winner is... BAM! That is what won. Thank you for voting.
Dose. Dose. Dose.
What's up, it's Aaron Carter. You're watching a Dose of Landis.
You just got your dose here today at Throwback. Fort Wayne Wizards, baby. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
You too, man.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and you're watching a Dose of Landis. You have to. Stay ball.
Jake Roberts, and you're watching a dose of Landis, which is better than catching a clap.